Hello, hello, hello. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here we are. We are live on a Monday evening. Well, it's 5 o'clock here. I guess it's not evening yet, but it's 5 o'clock Chicago time. And different times all over the world, but I'm here and I'm live. And we're here ready to do a show and ready to entertain you guys. What do you think? Are you happy to be here? Are you guys in a good mood? It'll be the same show as always. I'm going to highlight your questions, try to answer some questions. Of course, I will take super chat. I will take super chat preferences. And if anybody becomes a member, I like to highlight that stuff and show that off. I'll have Tom, my buddy Tom will be in to help out. We love when Tom does his stuff. We love Comics and Tortillas. Will hopefully not be the co-host, but when CNT comes in, you never know because you never know how that's going to be. So we'll see. I don't have any guests lined up tonight. I'm going to start having members of ChubbyRay Comics video channel on to just talk about comics and starting on Wednesday's show, I'll be having a guest on with them. And we're hoping to get I would love to interview some creators. And I love comic book writers. I think they're the best. We'll talk to one of them as well. So these are all things I'm hoping to do in the future. Anyway, hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's show. What's on, Chip Crisper? Another live stream, cutting into my reading time, Ray. Yep, that's my hope. My hope is there we go. A reading while the stream's going on. Venom 22 by Cates. Dude, I love Donnie Cates' Venom run. I think it's one of the best runs we've seen. I'm such a big fan of Cates' run on Venom, you guys. If you've never read it, I highly recommend it. I think it's great. Lacanima says, hey, what's going on, Lacanima? Love the new streaming times. Thank you. Yeah, I moved the time up. To 5 Central Time. For people from Europe that want to at least watch a little bit of the show, because I had a lot of people were saying, hey, it's midnight by the time you do the show, it's so late. So I figured, well, let's start earlier. Then they could at least watch a little bit of it. And the show, listen, the stream only goes tops. The stream goes 2 hours at the most. I try to keep it around 90 minutes, but the most I'll go is probably 2 hours. So I figure if you're even in Europe, you could at least watch an hour, and it's not going to be so super late. But I'm also considering moving the time up to some days doing it, maybe doing one around noon my time. So at least in the future, but 5 o'clock Central Times seems to be working for us. Finally, in time for a live stream. Thanks, Koa. Awesome. Happy Monday. I hope everything's doing well. Thank you, Galandowski. Galandowski got a big win the other night, you guys. Galandowski won a book. You know how Mondays are. Only comics can make them better. It's a good day to read. I'll tell you what. Mondays. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to Tuesday. FMF, the Foul Mouth Flipper. We like Foul Mouth Flipper. Foul Mouth Flipper is going back, everybody. He's going back and watching all the old episodes from my channel. So he's going back and he's sending me comments like, how in the hell did only 20 people watch this video? Because when I first started, nobody knew who the hell I was. So some of those early videos, and also I didn't fill out the, you have a description. Every video you have a certain thing you got to fill out, including hashtags and tags and stuff. I didn't do any of that stuff. So it took me a while to figure all that stuff out. What's up, Paolo? MZ says, what's up, everyone? How you doing, MZ? My buddy Dan says, I don't see any shelves moved. Can't move a desk till we move some shelves. These shelves, I'm going to be ready. I just want you guys to watch the live stream. We're moving all the books. All the books will be moved off of my Calyx shelves. We're moving all the books, and then all the books are getting set up in piles, and the shelves are going to be moved out. And then I've got to move I've got a console that I broadcast from that I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but we'll see. Let me see. I'll grab the camera here. You can look. See, this is all the stuff that's around. This is all the stuff that's around where I broadcast from. This is what I see when I'm broadcasting. Okay. This is the desk. This is the desk there's the piles of giveaways, all that stuff. And then there's my monitor. There's my Batman and all my cereals. This is my breakfast. So you guys can see that's the breakfast that I have a breakfast every day. And then I have here's my giveaways pile. And then there's shelves there. So all this stuff's got to have you moved because this desk is going to be put on the other side of the room, which is in that, I don't know if you can see it, but over there in that corner. See that? There's that corner over there is where the desk is going to be moved to. So that stuff's still coming. So that's to be coming. So let me get this camera set now, because now I screwed it all up. Oh, here comes Chester, everybody. Chester's coming to say hi. So yeah, now you have an idea of what my studio looks like that I broadcast from. So now you guys can, now you see what's going on. But you see Chester. He misses you guys. He always comes in. He always comes in to hang out with me. He always wants to say hi. And he hopes that you guys are all giving me the advice to give him treats. That's what he likes. So yeah, and then as soon as I get the shelves out of the way, we have to move the desk. But in order to move the desk, in order to move the console, it's got to be taken apart. Because the guy who I had the desk professionally built by this woodworker, and things have to be unscrewed. Like he's got to, he has to get in and unscrew things in order to move it, because it's 3 sections that are put together. So he's got to get in there and unscrew it, and then we'll move the pieces over and put it together on the other side. So this is the work I got to do. So that's what's ahead of me. So I'm thinking, unless we can get it done in one day, it's going to be, there might be a time where you won't see any books behind me while I'm doing one of the broadcasts. So let's hope it's not going to be let's hope it won't be a long journey. You picking up any issues of the upcoming Marvel and DC crossover? The covers look cool. The Frank Miller cover looks exactly as you'd expect. I'm not planning on picking up any single issues. I'm hoping they'll all be collected at one point, but I haven't seen any announcement of any collections. I hope they get collected because I want to see them, but I definitely want them, but I haven't gotten any. I did get a single issue of one of them, but I don't even know what I did with it. I show it to you, but I'm not seeing it. Let's see here. What do I have? I have some stuff. This is off my garage. Danny Ketch. Adventure Comics. Oh, here's a Ghost Machine one I got, but I got that as a with the purchase of with a red coat thing. Flash. And I got a World's Finest. But I thought maybe I didn't. I thought I bought Batman and Deadpool. Maybe I'm misremembering. But I thought I bought Batman and Deadpool. Oh well. Super close to 4K. Yeah, I do. I have I think it's 4K. The camera's supposed to be 4K. It doesn't always work like 4K, but it's supposed to be. Sean says, "What's up, Ray? Hope you're doing good." I'm doing good, Sean. Been having a good day. I had to go to a doctor's appointment today. You can get Sean from Comic Pals back on again. Yeah, I love Sean. Sean's great. He's fantastic. Is the stream just lagging for me? I don't know. Is it lagging? Are we getting some lag? I think we're going to give this away. That'll be one of our giveaways today. So I just pulled that out. Childish Raul says, made it to Chubby Ray Live. Great Monday. And medicine for my sickness. Yes. Delays caused the last 3 books I ordered to come in today. Well, that makes it a good day then. Meyer says stream is lagging. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me make sure my connection's good. Let me make sure all my stuff's plugged in. Because I don't even run on Wi-Fi. I'm running everything's directly plugged in to the best of my knowledge. Yeah. It seems to be directly plugged in, you guys. Let's hope. Let's hope. I hope it's not. I hope the lagging stops. Galandowski says it's lagging too. Sorry, man. I wish I knew what was going on. All right, let's see here. I'm sorry about that. You've inspired me to do a video talking about comics in the nearest future. Just too much flip content to get through editing first. You're crushing it, Ray. Thank you. Foul Flip, I thank you, my friend. That's my goal. My goal is to always give you guys good stuff. That's the plan. It's fixed now. Myers says it's fixed. Okay, thank you. Good evening. Hey, good evening to you, Gray. What do you guys think? Should I give Chester a treat? Should I give Chester a treat? Does he deserve one? Let's see, Chester. I'll ask the listeners, buddy. I'll ask the listeners if you deserve a treat. Do you deserve one? Do you deserve a treat, buddy? You're sitting down like a good puppy, aren't you? Yeah, oh, he's a good boy. Oh, yes. You like your treat, don't you? You want to come up? Okay, come here. Come on. Come on up. All right, let's get you up. Okay. He's got to get his hugs, you guys. He likes his hugs. All right, he's a good boy. Here you go, big guy. You want to say hi to everybody? Or you don't care, you just want your treat? He's a good boy. He's my sweet Chester. Yeah. You good boy. Okay, you want down? He had to come and get his treats, everybody. That's Chester saying hi. Hey, everybody. He's a good boy. I got to do the Kickstarter where Ryan will put him in the Stealth Hammer book. I don't know how much that'll cost, but I got to do that. Cosner says, managed to finish the Civil War book he sent over. It's great. Your show is currently 9 a.m. sitting in a tractor. Listen, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you liked it, Cosner. Cosner, it cost $60 to send it to you. God damn. It's amazing how much that cost. Next time you're going to get a card from Amazon or something. Hi, Ray, and all my fellow collectors. Hope all is well. Doing good, Gary. We're all doing well, I think, buddy. Good evening, everybody. Thanks, Jock. I'm burning through a backlog of videos and haven't seen you talk about manga at all. Are you into it or not really? I've never read a manga. I never read a manga, and I'm hoping to never get into manga because I can't. If I'm off flipper, I can't, man. If I get into if I can't get into, if I get into manga, I mean, it'll be too much. It'll be too much. I'm already so into comics. I can't imagine if I get into manga. You know what I mean? I remember at one point I said I wasn't going to get into the Star Wars books. And then when all I got was one. Next thing you know, I've got every Star Wars thing ever made. I love the Star Wars comics. And now there's talk of Star Wars and Marvel doing some kind of crossover. By the way, Brant says I got Red Coat Volume 1 coming in today. Dude, Red Coat Volume 1 is so good. You are in for a treat. By the way, let's say hey to Noah. Everybody give Noah a hand. Noah just became a member. Awesome. Noah, congratulations, pal. Congratulations, buddy. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We're happy to have you as a member. I love it. Ray here from the start for once, 11 p.m. in the UK. Yeah, I've heard it's 11, so that's why I do it early so that my UK listeners can at least watch a little bit before they go to bed. L'Economist is lagging again. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys. I don't know what's causing a lag. Rick says cold here, 55 in Central Florida. God, Central Florida, one of the best places, one of the best vacations I ever had is I went down to St. Petersburg. I went to St. Petersburg and it was so beautiful. I told myself that's where I could live. I could live in St. Petersburg the rest of my life. It was so gorgeous. Except I talked about the reason that I stay here is because, you know, my daughter lives here and eventually she's going to have children and I'm going to want to be close to my grandchildren. So it's worth living in the cold in order to see grandchildren whenever I get them. However, she ends up never having kids. And then I'll be like, why the hell didn't I move 30 years ago? You know, some of the Batman video games like Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight are so good. It's like playing a comic book. Have you gotten into it? No, I can't. I try to play video games, but I get headaches really bad. With the exception of MLB The Show. I don't get a headache when I play MLB The Show. So that's pretty much the only game that I play. I've tried playing other games. I've tried playing the Batman games and it's almost like seasickness. But I can play Uncharted. Uncharted is a game that I could play. I don't know. I guess it's got to do with the difference between first person and not being first person. So, yeah, I don't know. What are you currently reading, Ray? Right now, I'm reading the Jed McKay Doctor Strange omnibus, and I'm really liking it. Jed McKay's Doctor Strange is a very, very good omnibus. I highly, highly recommend it. For those of you that have never read it, it's fantastic. Those games are so freaking cool. The stories are well written. Yeah, I wish I could play them. I just can't. Happy Monday, Ray and Chester. If you make a Mount Rushmore using Batman villains, who are you picking? Okay. The Joker, of course. Joker, Penguin. Got to put Cobblepot on there. Got to put Two-Face. Two-Face. Joker, Penguin, Two-Face. Is it Hush? Is it Hush? Is it Scarecrow? Is it Riddler? I think it's gonna be Hush. Yeah. I think it's Joker, Penguin, Two-Face, Hush. There you go. That's my final answer. L'Economist says, I love Chunky Chester. Everybody loves Chunky Chester. Chubby Chester, ChubbyRay and Chubby Chester. That's my buddy. Southwest says, would you consider Batman's No Man Land an event series? I love it. I mean, I guess technically it is an event series because it has issues from Batman, Catwoman. It's got different book series. So I guess it is technically an event, but I love it. Excuse me. I think No Man's Land is great. It's a very, very good book. A very good. The Road to No Man's Land and No Man's Land Part 1 and 2. I love it. Hey, Ray, just picked up my first Absolute Edition. Tom King's Mr. Miracle. I think I might have dug a new rabbit hole. Dude, I love Absolute Editions. Absolute Editions are so awesome. Oh, what's up, Ray? New viewer here. Love what you do and first time catching the stream live. Oh, thanks, Harley. Appreciate it, man. I hope you enjoy it. Does Chester ever wait under you when you eat your cereal for you to drop any? No, because when I'm live on the air, I do a morning show every morning. And that's during my morning radio show. I'll eat and he's not allowed. I have to shut the door. So he's not allowed in here during that. But for my comic shows, I do it later in the day. Like my wife is sleeping. When I do the morning show, my wife's sleeping, so I shut the door. But I keep the door open when I do the afternoon stuff. So Chester gets to come in. And he loves coming in here. He gets mad. He gets mad when he can't come in the morning. So because he knows he gets treats when he comes in here. Ray, I enjoyed your stream with Dom the other day. Do you have some streams you would like to do the most at Near Mint Condition? I love whenever I do a stream at Near Mint Condition, it's always a fun. I do the Marvel Solicit stream. That's usually Omar, me, and Sean. And Omar usually gets somebody else, but Omar, Sean and I are kind of like, this is a reference that I'm sure a lot of you aren't going to get. Sean and I are kind of like the Charles Nelson Riley and Brett Summers of the Match Game. We seem to be on every episode. And then, Omar gets others. It's been Omni Dog. It's been Cody Collects. It just depends on who. It's been Aussie. It's been Omnibro from the Aussieverse. He's been on before. And then I just did the DC solicits. I love doing the solicit shows. They're great. My dream appearance is every year Near Mint Condition does. Oh, and I also did, by the way, Sean and I also did, Omar just had a stream for, it was Marvel Comics. If Marvel Comics made compendiums, Omar did a stream and we were panelists on that. And I had a great time with that. And I know that Marvel Comics watched that stream and they had comments about it. So that made me feel really good that, that a comic company actually watched the stream and really liked it. And I got some positive feedback for that. So, that was really cool. That was very cool. But my ultimate dream is, every year Near Mint Condition does, they do omnibus reprint pulls, and then they do the Tiger Eyes Marvel and DC omnibus pulls. And my dream is to get on those. That would be all. I don't know if I'm there yet, but if Omar asks, all he has to do is ask. I'd do anything for Omar. He knows it. I think he knows it. Omar could call me tomorrow and say, hey, I need a favor with blah, blah, blah. And I'd do it. Because I love the guys that, and I'm sure Sean would say the same thing, right? Omar's, if you get a chance to meet Omar, he's such a good guy. And there's people in the comic community like Sean. I'd do anything for Sean. You know, there's just guys who there's people you get to meet in the comic book community who are just great people, and you just, you know, you instantly become friends. That's the best thing about this about this this comic book community. I love it. I just love it. But yeah, if Omar asked me to do anything, I would do it. But my wish is to somehow get on the omnibus panels, because he always puts together a panelist. But I understand he's got, you know, he's only got so many people to choose from. So if I don't get on, I understand. But that would be my wish, is to be on there. Let's see. Hey, Ray and all, just got back from doing a fun piano gig. Hey, what's up, PW? That's cool. Canadian Survivalist says, someone deleted my comment reminding people to hit the like. Weird. Oh. Yeah, that must have been a mistake. I don't know who deleted. Hey, Ray. Hey, it's ChubbyRay. Tom's in. Yeah, the only one that has the right to do that would be Tom or me, and the only way I can see that is an accident. Of course, I'm so stupid. I could, who knows what I'd do. Hey, Ray, I saw you giving away All-Star Batman and Robin. I totally understand. I'm actually a huge fan. It's out of continuity, and that artwork's phenomenal. I love Aku. I love the artwork. I love it. But the story turns me off so much that I think I'm just going to give it away. I'm sure that someone else will love it. It's YouTube. They randomly delete stuff. Also deleted some of my comments under videos. Wow, that's crazy. That's nuts. Are they really doing that? Wow. Chester always deserves a treat. Yeah, he got his treats. I think he's pretty happy. Everybody's saying treats for Chester. Thanks, guys. Have you started reading volume 2 of Absolute Batman or Absolute Wonder? No, I did get my volume 2 hardcover. I got my volume 2 hardcover in the mail Saturday. So I get to read this. I'll be reading this. I'm doing Doctor Strange by Jed McKay. When I get done with that, I get to start this. And then I'll be able to start the Titans omnibus too. Childish Brandon says, have you read any Hush 2 yet? Might have to wait till the end of the year for it to be collected with the amount of delays. Last issue came out in November, and the next one is at the end of May. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait for the collected edition to read it. I will be waiting. Big Fetty says, nothing better in life than comics and cuddling with a canine companion. And my dog needs his hugs. You guys, Dan, who was in the room earlier, Dan's been by my house, and he's held Chester. So, you know, he's met. He could tell you, my dog loves his hugs. He loves his hugs. And Dan's wife, Christina, or Dan's soulmate, Christina, she's come over and she hugs him as well. So, yeah, my dog is weird. He loves his treats and he loves hugs. The world building and characters of One Piece, truly exceptional. I've never read One Piece. Yeah. Laconima says the only manga he's read. Have you checked out Vader Black, White, and Red yet? Or the Darth Maul Black, White, and Red? I have the Vader one, but I have not read it yet. By the way, hats off to Tom. Tom says he's gifted a ChubbyRay Comics membership. That's awesome. That's great. Thank you, Tom. Hey, Tom, I got a question for you. Have you, Tom, do you have Chime? Do you have Chime or Venmo or Cash App? If you do, send me a text or an email. Because, you know, I was telling my wife earlier. Hold on, we were getting lag again there. Did you guys see that? The best thing about the streams are, I said that that Tom will gift a membership to people, and I said, here's the coolest thing: the people that he's gifted memberships to, they have re-upped. And I'm like, I feel horrible because Tom's paying for those out of his pocket. My wife goes, oh God. She goes, you got to send him some money. I go, what? She goes, you got to send him money. She goes, he's paying for that out of his pocket. I said, she goes, send him money. So Tom, I'm being guilted into sending you money. So make sure to send me your Venmo or your Chime or your Cash App so I can send you money. So I could pay you money for the memberships that you're giving to people. I think it's great that you do that, but find out it comes out of your pocket. I'm going to pay you back. So I really appreciate it. DP says your favorite Star Wars comic series. Oh, my favorite all time is the Jason Aaron. The Jason Aaron run is fantastic. I have the omnibus and the modern epics. Although I am giving away, I have the original, the paperbacks that are really expensive on YouTube. I have all those paperbacks, but I gave the first the first 6 paperbacks to Tom for Christmas, and I'm going to give him the rest of them for another holiday coming up. So, but I've got I do have the omnibus and the modern epics. I love the Jason Aaron run. That's my favorite. But I haven't read the second run yet, and I haven't read Charles Soule's Darth Vader because I don't have it. So, but I love every Star Wars book. I love. By the way, congrats to Canadian Survivalist. That's who got there we go. Congratulations, Canadian Survivalist. That's who got Tom's free membership gift. That's awesome. Follow up Flipper wants to know if I've read Ice Cream Man. I have not. I've heard it's great. In fact, I heard the guys who did Ice Cream Man are the ones that are doing the Deadpool series. I have not read it yet. I'll get it. I haven't gotten it yet. You should look into the manga adaptations of H.P. Lovecraft stories. Yeah, no, I Jock Solo. I don't want to, Jock. I'm trying to stay away from manga because you guys, you don't know me. I won't be able to stick to just one. I am too weak-willed to stick to one. I'll have another room locked up in shelves. I can't get into manga because I'll get addicted to it. And I know how I am. I just know how I am. Carl says, I'd be happy for you to adopt me, Ray. I'd come around as much as possible. Yeah. Thank God I don't have more friends that are comic fans, because then I'd get people never to leave my house. Uncharted is a great game. It is. No, I love it. I love Uncharted. It's great. And I don't get a headache when I play it, which is even awesome. MP saying Ra's al Ghul, Bane. Yeah, they're both great. Didn't make my Mount Rushmore, but they're both great. Smash that like button as if it owes you an omnibus. Absolutely. Thanks, Tom. Aku says, just saw your small haul. I'm curious to see your take on Absolute Batman Volume 2. Well, I haven't read it. I'm going to read it. I'm looking very forward to it. In fact, I should open it, right? Let's get it open and take a look, guys. What do you think? I love when I open books. There is something that feels good about taking the plastic off a book. You know what I mean? I know I'm not the only one, but it does feel good when you get to take that plastic off. And you never know what surprises Adam. Adam might send me a surprise or something. I don't know. So you never know. Adam sent me the hardcover of Absolute Flash, which was great. All right, here we go. Haven't read it yet, but I've heard people who read the singles, they said it was really good. So and Nick Dragota's art is so good. His art is just so flippin' fantastic. And I just, I loved Volume 1. I thought Volume 1 was fantastic. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. You know what I found the most interesting about the Absolute Batman? His relationships with certain bad guys are his friends. They're his friends in the Absolute universe, which is very cool. DP says, just click the like button. Thanks, DP. Appreciate it. No Man's Land is top 5 Batman. I love No Man's Land. I think No Man's Land is great. I just love it. I love and Murder and Bruce Wayne, Murderer Turned Fugitive. That's phenomenal too. That's what you read after. You read Road to No Man's Land, No Man's Land 1, No Man's Land 2, then Murderer Turned Fugitive. It's fantastic. If you are into pure insanity, come watch Ray's radio show. Yeah, Ray's radio show is not for everybody, but you know. Scott Carney says, hey, Ray, which X-Men do you think could defeat a Sentinel solo? It's got to be Wolverine. I think Storm could manipulate weather and probably do it. Let's see. Is Colossus tough enough to do that? Cyclops, of course. All he'd do is just take off the glasses and just let it go. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think they're probably the ones that, off the top of my head. Good old Scott Carney. Scott, did you watch the last stream? Scott and it was Scott and somebody else. I went to draw a winner. I drew a winner. Okay, I went into the cup, and it did again. And when I did it, one fell out, and they didn't win. And last time it was Scott Carney. This time, Salty Gator. Salty Gator, you don't win anything, but I just drew you. All right, Salty Gator, you didn't win jack squat. So that's what I did. I had a bunch picked up, and I was getting one, and I dropped one, and it happened to be Scott Carney. So that's what I think of when I see Scott commented. Let's see. Have you checked out Batman the Imposter? I have not. I have it, but I've never read it. I just realized today we don't have an Exiles omnibus. Yeah, we don't. Scott says, also, what's your thoughts on the newly announced Ben 10 comic series? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Scott, I don't know anything about it, buddy. As soon as I learn what it is, I'll probably love it. I don't know. I will have to check it out. Do you ever buy pre-owned stuff from eBay? Yeah, I'll buy. Yeah, I just bought. What did I get from eBay? I just bought some books from Fanaticals. Fanaticals is a store in Sacramento, California, that got a national contract to buy overstock from some publishers, and so they put up books on eBay for like $30, and so I just bought a couple of those. They just bought a couple of those, which are pretty cool. So, you know, it's pretty awesome. Look at your old collection videos. It does look like you have much. Yeah, I have a bunch of Deadpool now. Yeah, I didn't at one point. I didn't, but I have a ton of Deadpool now. I've got omnibuses, paperbacks, all that stuff. In regards to the Alan Moore Swamp Thing Absolute Edition, look at some pages online just to make sure you're okay with recoloring they did for the Absolute. Oh yeah. Sometimes the recoloring does not work for me. Hey Ray, I've been feeling a little down lately. I just wanted to tell you that watching your videos and live streams make me. Oh, dude, thank you. Thanks, Thunderflash. That I hope you're not feeling down. I hope you're doing fine. But it it makes me it makes me joyful. Not that you're feeling down. It makes me joyful that I'm making you feel better. That puts a smile on my face. But I don't think it's me. I think it's the comics. I mean, you know, one of the best things about comics, guys, is comics are always there. When I get depressed about something, and I don't often get depressed, but I can be. I can. It's usually something I've done to myself that will do it, but I can get depressed. And when I'm depressed, it's comics, man. I turn to my comics and I just enter the comic world, and it brings me joy. I get cheered up. And I hope you guys are the same. Thunder, it brings me great joy to find out that watching my live stream will put you in a better mood. I don't take all the credit. I think that it's because it's because I talk about the comics, and I think the comics are what does it. But it does make me happy that you find joy in it. I wish you didn't need to do that. I pray that you have no more feeling down. I hope I hope no one has to go through that. And depression sucks, man. It would just sucks. By the way, Chip Christmas says Mark's safe for 18 years from reading All-Star Batman and Robin. Well, God bless you, man. Don't ever try to keep yourselves from ever doing that. By the way, what up, Ray? Happy Monday, good people. Just got the Gail Simone Wonder Woman DC Finest in the mail today. Awesome. Gail Simone Wonder Woman is fantastic. I love it. By the way, Tom reminding you guys, check out crooksandbanditscomics.com. Use the code ChubbyRay Comics. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Lacanima says, Thunderflash, continuity is always here. Our community is always here. We should get a Discord soon. Yeah, I've started the process of creating a Discord, guys. I'm gonna ask Sean from Comic Pals or some guys that have done it. I just need to find out more about Discord, or or my buddy Tyler says he knows about it. So I just gotta get it set up. So, but I'm either gonna ask Sean from Comic Pals or somebody who knows Discord, and I am getting that set up. I'm waiting for an omnibus or the absolute stuff to read it. It's so well received. There's no way they don't make an absolute DC omnibus. Of course, yeah. I imagine we're going to see absolute Batman, absolute Superman, absolute Wonder Woman omnibuses, just because those are the three ongoings that are really selling a lot. So I couldn't imagine them not making one. Have you managed to read Absolute Batman Volume 2? No, not yet. No, DP, I was just talking about. I'm getting ready to read it. No. What's a good collected edition Star Wars comic to give as a gift to a fan? I would suggest the Modern Epic Collection by Jason Aaron, Star Wars Volume 1. That's what I've gifted to fans. But I offered that to Cody from Cody Collects. You guys know Cody with a K. Cody Collects. I offered it to him, and he said no, he didn't want it. And I was like, what? He said no, he didn't want it. So I was like, well, all right. Yeah, so I gave it to somebody else. But I love that Jason Aaron run is what I gave my friend Dan for Christmas. I love that run. I think it's a perfect run because it takes place right after A New Hope. If you've watched A New Hope, it picks up immediately after, and I think it's fantastic. Tom says he doesn't have, you don't have Chime or Venmo or any of that stuff, huh, Tom? I'll have to find a way to send you money. And Tom says the first taste is free for those folks. Okay, good. Well, good. I know, but I thought you were paying for that, Tom. I'm sorry. I didn't know how that worked. If you're spending money, I want to pay you back for what you're spending. I think it's wonderful that you do that. I think giving away a gift of a membership is fantastic. Can you say your opinion on the new DC compendiums, Green Lantern Rebirth and Justice League Dark New 52? I love them. I love all DC compendiums. I only have one DC compendium here now because I moved all my DC compendiums to the other room. But here's a DC compendium that I'm getting ready to move to the other room that I love. Green Lantern by Kyle Rayner. This is a sensational compendium. It is really, really good. I highly recommend the Kyle Rayner omnibus or Kyle Rayner compendium. It's great. It has the Titans issues he's in, and it is really good. If you've never read it, man, the horrific stuff that happens to this guy, the stuff that happens to Kyle Rayner is so sad. It's horribly sad. But this compendium is very good. It's one of those books that, because it's big, but it's not super thick, so you really fly through it. It's a good compendium, though. What's up, Robert? Hey, Ray, I just learned that Stephen King's son wrote a 6-book comic series. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, his son wrote, Stephen King's kid wrote, was it Lock and Key? Somebody let me know. I think his kid wrote Lock and Key or something, which is a pretty popular comic. Do you own Batman the Arkham Saga omnibus? I do not. No, I don't. That's based on a video game, right? I don't have that one. Cheeky Chicken says, which of these characters would you like to get a book in the Absolute Universe? Gnort, Larfleeze, or Alfred? I'll tell you what, I think Alfred's, because Alfred's MI something, isn't he? He's a spy. He's MI 13 or MI 6, whatever it is. I'd like to see him, because Alfred's a badass in Absolute Batman. Wesley already hates me for hating Absolute Batman Volume 2 and not continuing the series. Lacanema. PW making fun of my girly scissors. I love my girly scissors. This is how I open all my omnibuses and all my hardcovers. That's how I open them. Let's see. How many single issues do you have left after selling and moving to collecting? I haven't been in my garage to see it. I know that my wife has seen them, and Dan, who's in the chat room, he's seen them. I've got a bunch of long boxes out there that I haven't gone through. I know I've got a bunch of them, and I know I've got some bag Death of Supermans, and I have the entire Chuck Dixon Green Arrow run, and I've got like a whole fleet of Peter David Aquaman, and I've got a ton of that stuff out there, but I haven't. But I don't know how many's left, and I have long box of all my Legion. I have every Legion of Superheroes book ever made. I have every single one out there as well. So I do have a bunch out there. I've been asked before. Somebody asked me why I don't do a video on them. I will this summer. I promise this summer I'll do a video on it. Andrew says I haven't read the Absolute comics, dude. They're great. I love Absolute Batman is great. Read Absolute Batman Volume 2 in singles, and it's phenomenal. Even better than the first story arc. I just got Volume 2 of my. I just got Volume 2. I got the hardcover. Let me see what's under it. Let me see what. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks phenomenal. Get out. That looks great. Oh, that's beautiful. Nick Dragotta art. Wonderful. That's awesome looking. I'm such a geek, by the way. I'm such a geek that I have to take off the dust jacket of a regular sized hardcover just to see what's underneath. Let's see. Who would you consider your franchise player in comics, at least when you first started collecting? Well, I think Batman. I think Batman is my MVP. But I didn't collect. But when I first started collecting, I didn't collect Batman. I collected. My first collection was Legion of Superheroes. And then I got Fantastic. I got Legion of Superheroes and Fantastic Four. I got subscriptions of those books that were sent to my house. That's back when, DC would mail you and Marvel would mail you books from a subscription. And I had those mailed to my house. And then I started getting Justice League of America. And that's when I fell in love with Batman, was with Justice League of America. And I was like, oh my God, Batman's great. And I got some World's Finest too. They were really good. So, and then I got Daredevil and then eventually Spider-Man. And then when you get Spider-Man, it's over. It's like, oh my God, because Spider-Man is so great. Scott says, Scott Carney. I tell you, I like that Scott Carney good. He's good to have a beer with. I'd put money on Colossus, maybe even Iceman. Oh, Iceman. Iceman would be cool to see beat a Sentinel. Scott says, I was asleep during the last live stream. I'll tell you, Scott, I thought of you when I saw your name. I was laughing. I don't know why I laughed, but that was my reaction when it happened. Because the other one wasn't the other one Carl? Carl, didn't you win too? Or Carl, wasn't your name? You didn't win, but wasn't your name one of the ones that fell out? I think it was Carl, Scott, and it was another regular. By the way, Wesley says Ray is too old to know Ben 10. Yeah, I'm in my early 50s, so I don't know. Jack says, Ray, have you read? No, I have not read Wonder Woman 77. I was alive in 77. I remember Wonder Woman 77. Green Arrow Absolute just heads. I saw that. Yeah. Dom told me that when I did the DC Solicit stream. He talked about how Absolute Green Arrow is coming. I think it's going to be Roy Harper, though, isn't it? What do you think of Swamp Thing? Highly underrated. Any thoughts on the possible upcoming Lobo movie? I think a Lobo movie is possible if Jason Momoa kills it as Lobo in Supergirl. At the very least, I see Lobo appearing in every other movie. You know what I mean? Like, I think we could see Lobo show up in Man of Tomorrow. Or we might see Lobo show up in, another movie. But we haven't seen it yet, but I've heard people that saw a test screening of Supergirl say Jason Momoa steals the movie. So that's pretty cool. It's really cool. Gary D says, hey, Thunderflash, remember, we are cared for in this great comic community. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I love it. DP says, which comics do you recommend for kids that doesn't have violence, but still lots of action, particularly any Spider-Man ones? Boy. I've never really thought, but Batman, the animated series, that Paul Dini stuff, it sort of looks like the cartoon series. The Paul Dini stuff is pretty good for kids, I think. You know what I mean? I think that would be good. It's not super violent, but most comics don't contain blood, so even if there's a little bit of violence, even if there's a little bit of violence, just I think it depends on the child. Like, I would have let my daughter, I would have let her read comics at 8 years old. My daughter was really smart though. She talked really young, and my daughter's been smarter than me since she was, I think, 5 years old. She's been really just a brilliant kid. She's now in grad school, just very smart. So I would have let her read some comics at 5 years old. I definitely wouldn't give her anything that had blood in it, but Laconima says, I can help with Discord, Ray. As a software engineer, I spent awesome. I spent quite some time on there for work. Yeah, I will. I think my Discord, I'll give you guys my Discord name so you can send me a friend request. My Discord name is, I think it's ChubbyRay. Let me double check. My Discord profile is ChubbyRay Comics. It's ChubbyRay Comics. So if you guys want to, and I have Sean, Ace, Maniac, and James are my friends. Just because I don't know much on Discord. So yeah, send me friend request. I think that's how it works. Send them to me, and if I become friends with you, maybe I could have you logged in to set up, to set up whatever would be awesome. That'd be cool. Send it to ChubbyRay Comics. That's my Discord name. Ray, I want to get Tom King's Wonder Woman, but his run gets a lot of criticism or hate. I want to formulate my own opinion. What's your take on this? You know what? Yeah, I wish there wasn't so much hate in comics. I wish people would read what they like and don't read what they don't like. But I like Tom King, but I'm okay with someone not liking Tom King. I understand that, Tom King worked for the CIA for a long time. That's what he did for a living. And I know some people hold it against him, but that's what the guy did for a living. I told dick jokes. I was a humorous rock jock for a long time. I did a morning show where there are some jokes I told on my morning show where I'm not proud of. You know what I mean? There's some things that I said that right now I wish I wouldn't have, but you can't, when you're doing a job, you try to be as good at it as you can. So you guys know what I'm like now this is what I've always been like, but this is the me that I would hide from those days, because I've always been ChubbyRay Comics, the geeky comic book guy. I love it, but I didn't show this side of myself because of what I did for a living. I just think if you're jumping against Tom King because of what he did for a living, I just think that's kind of weird. And I wish people wouldn't do that, but you're fine. Anybody is fine with their own opinions. You're fine with your own opinions, and I'm fine with whatever anybody else thinks. Thunderflash says he knows how to set up Discord server. Thunderflash, send me a friend request, buddy. Send it over to ChubbyRay Comics. I'll friend up and whatever. I just got here. Hit the like button, everybody, and watch like I'm supposed to. Hey, all. Yeah, thank you, IP. I appreciate it, buddy. Thunderflash, for whatever it's worth, I've been down lately too, so you aren't alone. On the bright side, we have streams like Ray's. Oh, thanks, buddy. With a great community. We're all happy you're here, bud. Yeah, Koa, Thunderflash. If you guys are feeling down, God, it makes me so happy that I'm making you feel better. I wish to God you'd never feel down. It does make me happy that I'm putting you in better moods. But this community, this community, and that's why it'd be nice to set up the Discord server, because I just feel the people in this community are so generous and so nice, and I think it'd be wonderful, and I would feel great helping anyone get through any mental health. God, it just feels wonderful. So yeah. By the way, Tom says he's paying. I know, Tom, I know you're paying. I wanted to pay you back, buddy. He says he gives them a taste of membership. The rest is up to them. Well, Tom, I thank you, because some of the memberships that you've gifted, they have re-upped, and I really appreciate it, buddy. Love you. I'm planning on getting Jeff John's Teen Titans Compendium when it comes out in April. So am I, Wesley. I can't wait. I really enjoy the Green Lantern Rebirth Compendium. Is really good. And I'm really looking forward to getting Sinestro War when it comes out. Love early in the Aaron run when Luke, Han, and Chewie running across the battlefield with lightsabers, and then one trooper. Everyone should give it a chance. I'm telling you, it is great, man. Jason Aaron's Star Wars run is exceptional. Tom says, yes, the book that Stephen King's son wrote is Lock and Key. Yeah. Oh, Joe Hill. Joe Hill wrote Lock and Key. Yeah, that's his name, Joe Hill. He's the guy who wrote it, right? I love the audio drama they made out of Lock and Key. It's fantastic. I've never read. I saw the Netflix. Oh my God. C&T's in, guys. How many books we giving away tonight? Comics and Tortillas in. Oh my God. If I make him co-host, God knows what we're going to give away. What's up, TJ? Don Smith says, if someone broke into your house and stole all your comics, what would you do? Oh, I would be distraught. Number one, I'd wondered how they do it, because they're very heavy. I would be distraught. It would crush me. I mean, I can't tell you how I would be borderline suicidal if that were to happen. I just finished Nightwing Chuck Dixon Compendium 1, and it was so good. I'm going to start reading the next compendium soon. That's great, man. That's a good book. I'm like that with my omnibuses. If I read Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, Volume 1, I immediately had to read Volume 2 and Volume 3 right after, because they're so good. Those are I think those are the best. What happens to Kyle is sad. What happens to anything in that refrigerator was worse. Oh my God. Yeah. IP, the refrigerator scene in Kyle Rayner, no spoilers, but the refrigerator scene in this happened, 30 years ago. It happened 30 some odd years ago. When I read it in the compendium, I got as sad this time. In fact, I think I got more sad this time because I'm older. When I was young, I was just like, oh man, being older, it hit me harder. It hit me harder reading it this time. It's horrible. Slasher says, Ray, if you were me, would you get Spider-Man, Michelini, and Bagley Volume 1 or 2? Or Volume 1 of Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run? Well, I really like Nick Spencer's run, but I love Michelini and you guys, Michelini and Bagwell, or Bagley. Well, I keep saying Bagwell. Michelini and Bagley is so good. I'll show you some of this art. I mean, look at that. The art in this book is so phenomenal. It's so good, man. And I think David Michelini is such an underrated writer. He's one of my favorites. And he's so underrated. But Mark Bagley's, this is Spider-Man and Darkhawk from that. No, I love Darkhawk. I think the art in this book is so phenomenal. It's so, look at that. Oh my God. And the 90s stories are so sensational. Great rock, great art, great stories. I've got to recommend Michelini and Bagley. There's a lot of New Mutants. There's a lot of New Mutants in the Spider-Man omnibus because at the time, Bagley was the artist on both. So there's very good stuff. This has got Night Thrasher in it. So there's a lot of cool team ups in this book. So I like Michelini and Bagley. It is sensational stories and fantastic artwork. The artwork is so phenomenal. So that would be my choice. However, I love Nick Spencer's run. I love Spencer's run, and I've only read with Spencer's run. I have the omnibus. I haven't read it yet, but I read the paperbacks. I read the paperbacks of Spencer's run. They're very good. Just the whole fact with Spider-Man and his roommate. Spider-Man becomes roommates with one of his villains, and they don't know. So yeah, it's the Spencer run's fantastic, but I'd get Michelini and Bagley. Favorite Star Wars film, TJ? I like, well, Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back is great. Star Wars A New Hope is amazing. And I liked Volume 7. So I did enjoy that. I hated what happened to Han Solo, but I loved everything else. And Volume 8 just pisses me off. I wished it didn't, but man, Last Jedi just pissed me off. Really, really made me mad. Oh no, not Comics and Tortillas. We're about to give away 20 books. Yep. If I send CNT I'm going to send him an invite. Nick wants to know, do you have more DC or Marvel omnibuses? Well, let me see. Hold on. Let me check my League of Comic Geeks. I have League of Comic Geeks. Let me check my stats. I'll tell you what I have. I have almost everything, you guys. You name it, I have it. These are omnibuses and paperbacks combined. I have 1,551 Marvel comics. I have 1,096 DC comics. So I have 2,023 trade paperbacks. And I have 838 omnibuses. Here is the character. The character I have the most books of is Batman. I have 779 Batman books. I have 760 Captain America books. I have 747 Spider-Man books. And then number 4 is I have 668 Iron Man books. And next up is Superman with 608. So there you go. Yeah. Followed by Thor, Wolverine, Mr. Fantastic, Cyclops, the Human Torch, the Thing, and Beast. So there you go. Then I have then I have Wonder Woman, Hulk, Doctor Strange, Invisible Woman, Daredevil, Nightwing, Doctor Doom. That's a shock. The Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Green Arrow. Yeah, this is a pretty cool app. League of Comic Geeks is a very awesome app just because you can see everything. You know what I mean? I do like to look at my stats. I could tell you how much my books are worth. You'd think I was crazy. What's a good Legion of Superheroes starting point? Well, there's no such thing as a Legion's bad starting point, but the Great Darkness Saga is really cool. That's a great place to start. Or you can start with the Mark Waid run's pretty cool. You could start with there and not need a bunch of backup. I'm hoping they announce a Bronze Age or a Paul Levitz run of Legion of Superheroes. If they would announce a Legion run that would include any Paul Levitz books would be a great starting point. We'll see. I have absolutely no idea what Don's talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Are the absolute hardcovers glossy or matte paper? It's usually glossy. C&T is here. Are we giving away the whole room? Yeah. C&T might talk me into it. You never know, guys. Chewy Case says, I found Wolverine by Mark Miller omnibus at a local comic shop sealed. Is it a good first Logan read? I'm trying to figure out which one is the Mark Miller run. Guys, which one is the Mark Miller run? Let Chewy know. Let him know. I don't know. I know by whatever volume it is. I love the Wolverine runs. I was thinking the same. I also just bought the Clone Saga omnibus, so I feel like reading them beforehand would be a good idea. Ray, did you watch the Justice League versus Fatal 5? Yeah, I did. Yeah. It could have been a lot better. I did watch that. What are your top 3 of the first arc of the 6 Absolute series? Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman. Yeah, the Trinity. What would be the better starting point for reading Daredevil? Bendis. Yeah, Bendis. By the way, Scott says he just saw the clip. There you go, Scott. Yep. Scott saw the clip where I pulled his name as the loser. If we miss our names pulled for drawings, is there any way to find out later? Yeah, I'm putting out members. Like if it's members, I'll put out a membership video. I'll put out a membership video where I shame you for not getting me your address. Wes says Ben 10 was a popular cartoon show in the 2000s. Yeah, I've never saw it. I am so indecisive, Slasher says. I was also debating Age of Apocalypse too. Oh, Age of Apocalypse is a lot of fun. Just got Blue and Gold, and I know it's eventually leads into Age of Apocalypse. So I don't know. I'm torn. Yeah, I think I would be shocked if they don't reprint Age of Apocalypse sometime in the next few years, because Blue and Gold's eventually are the X-Men, the Blue and Gold type books, they're going to lead into it. And I would be shocked if they don't reprint it. Yeah. Ray, do you like Charles Soule's Star Wars? Yeah, I love Charles Soule. What I don't have is Charles Soule's Darth Vader. That's what I really want, and I don't have any of it. I wish I had more of Charles Soule's Vader. I love Charles Soule on Star Wars, period, is good. In fact, Charles Soule is anything he writes. Charles Soule is one of my favorite writers. I read his Daredevil run. It's so phenomenal. And his Letter 44 is one of my favorite books of all time. It's that good. Considering a lot of important characters are created in the version of Daredevil that most people think of starts in Miller's run, that's the one to start with. That's what Hex says. Hex says Miller. I know Miller's a lot harder to find than Bendis, but you can get the Miller omnibus, then you can get the Ann Nesenti Volume 1, Volume 2 are gonna be Volume 2 is gonna be great. I was buying single issues when the Ann Nesenti stuff came out. So it's really good to read that again. What's up, Griffin? How you doing, buddy? By the way, Wesley says he got his first comic at age 8. It was Batman Year One. That's awesome. I just got the Batman Death in the Family Deluxe Edition. Oh, that's great. I have that right over there. It's great. And Thunder, you know what's good is that has a Death in the Family followed by A Lonely Place of Dying, which is, it's great. A Lonely Place of Dying is a great story too. Ray, we got 32.8 inches of snow today. Oh my God. Dude, that's insane. Tom lives in Rhode Island, everybody. I know they're having a nor'easter out there. By the way, the Economist says ChubbyRay Comics is not working. What on oh, is that for Discord? Let me see if there's a space. Yeah, it's ChubbyRay Space Comics. ChubbyRay Space Comics, along with the picture that Tom. Have you guys seen the picture that Tom did? ChubbyRay Space Comics. Here's the picture. I'll show you guys what the picture looks like. This is the picture that Tom made. If it'll open, hold on, let me. There we go. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. You got ChubbyRay with I got some muscles and all kinds of stuff working there. I don't have my big punch. I don't have my big skin because I got a bunch of, because I used to weigh, so much weight. I have a bunch of dead skin laying around. It's got to come off, But I like that picture that Tom did because there's not a big round belly on it. I love it. Yeah, so it's ChubbyRay Space Comics on Discord. Yeah. We need the small name under that ChubbyRay Comics. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me tell you. That's ChubbyRay. That's ChubbyRay underscore. Here, you can look for yourself. ChubbyRay underscore. That will that should, I think maybe that's what you guys need. I'm pretty dumb, guys. TJ wants to know MJ or LeBron. Oh, I love them both. I think Michael Jordan's the best offensive player we've ever seen. The thing is, they play two different positions, and Michael Jordan's listed. He's listed at like 6'5". Michael Jordan, 6'5". He's not. Michael Jordan's a lot smaller. LeBron, I think LeBron's like 6'8". So just the fact that LeBron is bigger, and LeBron is bigger, wider, and thicker. Jordan's quicker, and he's a better shot. And Jordan was an incredible. He was an incredible defensive player. But all around game, you know, LeBron could play power forward. So, yeah, I love him. I love them both. But I think Jordan's my all-time favorite because, my earliest memory is Jordan playing in the Olympics in '84. So, I mean, he was great. Currently reading Tom King's Deluxe of Human Target. Yeah, I've heard it's great. I've never read that. I got to get that. Ray, I haven't received my giveaway from the 27th of January. It was Night of the Living Deadpool. Let me see. Hold on. I have this for you, Gallandowski. This. I've got Return of the Living Deadpool. That's going to you. But Night of the Living Deadpool, I don't know what happened. Maybe I got this confused with Night of the Living Deadpool, and my wife sent out Night of the Living Deadpool to somebody else. I think that's what happened there. I don't know. I'll find out. If Joshua Williamson's Legion is the best comic you ever read, but Scott Snyder had to retire at the end of the year, would you do it? Oh my God. If Joshua Williamson's Legion of Superheroes is the best comic I ever read, but that means Scott Snyder had to retire at the end of the year, would you do it? Well, I love Joshua Williamson, and I love the Legion of Superheroes. But I love Scott Snyder's one of my favorite all times. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, let's take that. I don't want anybody to retire. I want those guys to write for as long as I want them to write. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. What kind of evil bargain is that? No. Yeah, no, I love them both. I've been very jaded due to life and what comes along with it for many years now, over a decade. Got into comics last year, and I can't remember the last time I was this happy. Yeah, comics make us happier. Seagull says, "What's up, Ray? What's up, Seagulls?" Cheeky Chicken says, "I'm asking the hard questions." By the way, the Economist says, "I was kicked out from home when I was young and lost all my comics and mangas. Over a decade later, I'm building a new collection." Good for you, man. Dude, I lost mine because of a fire, and it sucked. It has sucked my whole life. Whenever I think of fires, I just feel so bad for people. I just feel so bad. If somehow I lost my comic collection, I'd probably spontaneously combust. Yeah, I'd hate it. I love my comics. Is there a Jeff Johns compendium for Green Lantern? Yes. If so, which is better, the omnibus or the compendium? I love the omnibuses. I think the Jeff Johns omnibus is awesome because it's all Jeff Johns. There is the Green Lantern Rebirth compendium, which is Johns and some other writers writing stuff. And it's fantastic because it's got so much more in it. It's got so much more in it than just the Green Lantern books. The Green Lantern omnibus pretty much have just Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps. The compendium has Kyle Rayner's Ion stories, and it's got Guy Gardner's Emerald Warrior. It's got a lot more stuff. So the compendium has a lot more stuff in it. But so I would recommend that. But the omnibus contains the Sinestro War in it, Volume 1. And the Volume 1 of compendium doesn't quite get to the Sinestro War. The Volume 2 of the compendium is going to be Sinestro War. So I have both of them. Because they're different. And I have a sickness that makes me want to buy, everything. But yeah, I think they're both great. I have both of them. If you have to buy just one, go by price maybe, or the compendium because it's got a little more, I would say. All right, sit down, Chester. Sit down. Good boy. By the way, Marvel Trucker Chris is in. What's up, Chris? He says he's now in Opelousas, Texas, or he's in Opelousas, Louisiana, on his way to Waco, Texas. Wow. That's a haul, brother. He's going to do some reading tonight. What's up, Ray? Just tuned into the stream. Hello, B. Milch. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Gave us the great phrase, women in refrigerators. Yes, you're talking about Kyle Rayner. Shout out to you in this community, Ray. I got diagnosed with IBD last year, and this community has really helped lean into things I enjoy: comics, sports, films, TV, live music. Helps me move daily. Absolutely, man. If it makes you happy, go for it. I have some friends of mine. One of my friends I've known him forever, and he's just a cool guy. He's a cool guy. He's got a beautiful wife. Okay, he's got a beautiful wife, and he'll have his wife flash his friends all the time. You know what I mean? The guy just spreads joy everywhere. And he's really cool. He used to drink a lot, and he'd always go party, and he was always the life of every party. And then he came out as a big Star Trek fan. And I never, ever, like some people are like, oh, he's a Star Wars or Star Trek geek. No, are you kidding? I thought it made him cooler. But here's what it does. It makes him happy. So I love the fact that my friend, who I knew was cool, I knew he was a cool guy. I love the fact when I found out he was a geek, I loved him even more. So finding out my friend was a geek made me superior. I was so happy to find out he was a geek like me. That cheered me up. So yeah, I loved it. By the way, Tom says, check out and subscribe to Comics and Tortillas channel. Yes, you guys subscribe to Comics and Tortillas channel. He does help us out whenever Comics and Tortillas. Let me send Comics and Tortillas a link so he can co-host. I'm going to send him an email. Hopefully he'll see it. Hopefully he'll see it to join us. I just sent him the email. Hopefully he'll check it out soon. If not, I could always send him a TikTok if he doesn't get it. Because I know he likes TikTok. He's always on TikTok. By the way, Wesley says, yes, we love Comics and Tortillas. He deserves more subscribers. He does. You guys, Comics and Tortillas is the one who always talks me into giving away more stuff. Damn it. I'm excited to get the Epic I ordered the other day because I'll have the whole Michelini Bagley run in Epic. Yeah, Michelini and Bagley are fantastic. What are your opinions on Nick Spencer's Captain America run? Yeah, I have it. I have not read it all yet, but I have it. I have Spencer's Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I can't wait to read it because isn't that where they introduce what do you guys think? Shall we unseal this one? Let's take a look at it. This is the one that contains Sam. This is where Sam gets the shield, right? Isn't Nick Spencer the one that he's the one that ended up giving Sam the shield? So I'm interested in reading this. I haven't read this yet. Have not read it, but here we go. Plastic's coming off. The plastic's coming off. So this will now move into the soon-to-be read pile. Hold on. New omnibus smell. Oh, yes. Oh, I love the ink and the fumes. It's just feels great. Love it. Love it. Ray, have you gotten a chance to read the Dynamite Terminator books? I have not. No, I haven't. I'll have to. I'll have to check it out. A damn lot of cap. Have you read Mark Waid run? I have Mark Waid's run, but I have not read it yet. I have not read it. Oh man, I guess I'm gonna have to properly open this. There's a whole way to properly open omnibus. This does look cool, man. Yeah, I can't wait to read. I cannot wait to read Nick Spencer's run. I'm just finishing up Ta-Nehisi Coates. I love Ta-Nehisi Coates' Captain America. I'm just finishing that up. By the way, here's the Mark Waid Captain America for those that haven't seen it. Here's the Mark Waid Captain America with Mark Waid and Ron Garney, and it is fantastic. I have not read it all. But I'm planning on it. I do love Captain America. Let's see. Ray, what are your favorite Dark Horse era Star Wars arcs or runs? I've got the Star Wars Legends. I've got the Epic Collections and omnibuses. And I enjoy thumbing through those. I do enjoy the Marvel books more. But it's just because I haven't read a lot of the Dark Horse stuff. So I will have to read more of the Dark Horse stuff. But the Empire, I just got the Empire omnibuses. So that'll probably be my first read will be that. Ray, what is your username on League of Comic Geeks? It is, let me check. My username on League of Comic Geeks is my name is ChubbyRay Comics. Here you guys, tell me. I don't know. Hold on. That's one of my reviews. My name is ChubbyRay Comics. So, and it's at Ray Lytle, which is my real name, RayLytle. That's my real name, but it says ChubbyRay Comics, but it is at Ray Lytle. I don't know which one you guys send it to, but can we get? Oh, it says you can get followers. Oh, I have followers. Oh, that's cool. And it says I'm only following one. Oh, I'm in Illinois. And it says I'm only following one person. So I didn't even know I could follow anybody. Yeah, send it over, guys. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. I know I'm learning all this stuff. By the way, Comics and Tortillas is going to turn Ray to giving comics into a Bonnie situation. Yep. It's like Pulp Fiction. IP says, get Old Man Logan. I don't have Old Man Logan. I need to get Old Man Logan. Big Kiddo says, hey, Ray, favorite channel on YouTube right now. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I've been collecting Batman and Absolute Editions, but you got me into omnibuses. Yes. No Man's Land and Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't even have Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm going to get it because I just found out who wrote it. So I'm going to get that, but I don't have that. On the way, but any ideas where to go next? Oh, dude. I always tell new omnibus buyers, I always say Aquaman, Jeff Johns, or Green Lantern, Jeff Johns, a great place to start. I really enjoyed the Spider-Man Brand New Day omnibuses a lot. And you guys know I don't think anyone loves James Tynion's Batman more than me. I just love it. So I always recommend that. But you can't go wrong with Batman. Also, you can't go wrong with the new Superman omnibus. The new Krypton saga is amazing. It is awesome. By the way, the Economist says my Discord name is ChubbyRay _. There you go. Anybody in Discord, send me a whatever for ChubbyRay Discord, and I'll set Discord up for members, or I'll have somebody help me set it up for members. That'd be awesome. I love it. Well, look, Laconima just sent a friend request. Thanks, Laconima. As did Thunderflash. Thanks, guys. Yeah, send me the friend request. It's great. By the way, Meyer says he likes LeBron more than Jordan. Well, it's got to be, I think it's your age. I think guys like me, guys my age would say Jordan, and younger guys would say LeBron. That's what I think anyway, but I just depends on what you watched. I mean, I love Dr. J, but I was old enough to have seen Dr. J, you know? Wes says he also hasn't gotten his giveaway yet. Yeah, my wife just sent giveaways. She sent giveaways twice last week. So if you're in the first round, because, you know, we've only got so much money. And if you're in the first round, you went earlier. And if you're in the second round, you'll get it this week. And then she just sent books out again. She just sent books out Saturday, and she's got like 3 books here to send out. So yeah, we're constantly sending books out because of that damn Comics and Tortillas, because he always talks me into giving away way more than I thought I was. He always makes me give away more. So it costs us a bunch of money. Let's see. Ray, I sent you a friend request. Awesome, man. Same username. Thanks. Send the friend request to my Discord. I'd love it. I'll friend up with you guys. Then when we get the Chubby Ray Comics Discord channel working, we'll have a blast. We'll really have a blast. By the way, Wesley has a friend who lives in Waco. Chris, swing by and see Wesley's friend. Griffin wants to know what I'm reading tonight. Here's what I'm reading. I'm really enjoying Jed McKay's Doctor Strange, and I'm stuck. I'm reading that, and I'm reading Archer's Quest, the Green Arrow. I'm reading Archer's Quest, Green Arrow, Jed McKay's Doctor Strange. I'm reading New Warriors Volume 1, just because I love New Warriors. I'm reading Batman by Paul Dini, and I'm sitting on Titans, and it's time. I'll be unsealing another omnibus tonight. Another omnibus that's going on the to be read pile. I will unseal this omnibus tonight. All right. I will unseal that. So there we go. Let's see. Ray, will you ever do a stream where you order collected editions for your hauls? No, I opened my collected edition for my hauls. I've never done that. But I am starting to show. I'm holding all my hauls off and trying to show them in one video. But what I consider small hauls, other people will consider big hauls. So I tried to, this last haul video I sent out, the one I sent out tonight, there's a haul video that just went out. And it's only like 4 books, which to me, that's a tiny haul. but I sent that one out tonight. By the way, Riley says Ray just snagged X23 omnibus. Oh, I got to get that. I got to get that omnibus. That's Tom Taylor, isn't it? Oh, hold on. Is that one of the new ones that Fanaticals just came up with? Let me see. That's X23. Hold on. I got to buy that. Let me try to get that. Because I don't have that. Here's the stuff I got from Fanaticals. I got House of M, Howard the Duck, Captain Britain, New Mutants, Volume 3, Wonder Man, The Early Years, and Marvel Comics presents Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. Hold on. Let me really quick buy this X23 before it sells out. Thanks for telling me. I appreciate it. Because Fanaticals changes their books every Monday. Here's the new Fanaticals books. Captain America by Nick Spencer, Volume 1. Oh, highly recommended, guys. Get that. Micronauts. I'm not seeing X23. Did it already sell out? Damn it. If I missed it, I'm going to be so angry. Shit. I mean, damn it. I'm not seeing X23. Oh, man. Crap. It might be sold out. Damn it. I don't have that book. Damn. That's an omnibus one of the few omnibuses I don't have. And it looks like it's sold out before I even. Looks like it's sold out before I even got it. Yep. Shoot. I'm checking X23 Omnibus now, and I'm not seeing it, guys. I might have missed it. Oh, damn it. Well, that leaves me heartbroken because I don't have that one, and I missed it. Shoot. And if I Fanaticals, it'd be only $30. Oh, crap. Breaks my heart to not get that. Shoot. That's a Tom Taylor book too, right? Shoot. Yep, not going to get it. Sorry. Shoot. Damn it. Ray, do you plan on getting into the Zeb Wells? Yeah, I'm getting Zeb Wells Spider-Man Omnibus. Yeah, I think Zeb Wells early on, his books are phenomenal. I just think they're great. I'm getting Volume 1 and Volume 2 of this year. The Coates run was really slow, but has good. I love Ta-Nehisi Coates as a writer. I think it's great, and it's slow because he's aged. You know, because Cap and Sharon are both aged. It's pretty interesting. Love the smell of a freshly unwrapped book. There's nothing like it, man. Harley says also recommend East of West. Yeah, East of West is great. I'm trying to catch up so I can bring on Comics and Tortillas and do some giveaways. The spine of the Wade Cap book stinks. I can't believe Marvel didn't do better quality. I know. At least the one I bought is. Oh, thanks, TJ. Appreciate it, brother. You guys, TJ joined. Hold on, I'll do a winner sheet for you, TJ. Before I'll do a winner sheet for you and who's the other guy who became a member? Tom gifted it to Tom gifted to somebody. Let me know you gifted it to Tom so I can make sure to put him in. What's up, Ray? Just getting to hop on. Haven't been able to watch the last few streams. Oh, Thrill Hill, you've missed some good streams. We've had some good giveaways. By the way, Wesley says some of McKay's Doctor Strange will also be in the Blood Hunt Omnibus. Yeah, I'm really enjoying McKay's Doctor Strange more than I thought I would. It is very, very good. By the way, if you're into Spider-Man, buy One More Day Gallery Edition, the Brandon Day Omnibus Volume 1, 2, and 3 would go. Oh, I didn't know that. Crap. Ray, this is Harvey Dent, and C&T is the Joker. All it takes is a little push. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to have to send him. I'm going to have to send C&T I'll have to send him a damn a TikTok message because he has not replied to my email yet. I sent him an email and he has not replied yet, so I'll have to send him a TikTok one. Wes says X23 was there this morning. Yeah, I guess it's sold out. I missed it. You guys got to let me know earlier. By the way, Slasher says they'll restock it Monday. More than likely. Let's hope, man. Let's hope. I love Tom Taylor. I'd love to get that X23. Comics, Canadian Survivalist. Thank you. Thanks, Tom. Let me get those new people put in, guys. I want to make sure I have all the newbies in for the drawing. So wait, where's my if I could find my notebook that I use. Where did I put it? I'm sure it's under all this pile of books, of course. Here we go. There's my comic drawing of my friend Shit Stain Steve, superhero. There's the comic drawing of him. I should have Steve come on as a co-host one of these nights. You guys would love him. By the way, I'm joking. I'll never bring. By the way, Panel Bound has the X23, I'm sure, but I'm on it for $30. I mean, Fanaticals is selling it for $30. Let me take that price. You know what I mean? People are saying we need C&T. I know. I'm trying to get him, guys. If I could get C&T, if I could get him, it'd be awesome. But I'm having trouble connecting with him because he's not checking his emails, which means he's probably on TikTok. That he loves TikTok, that Comics and Tortillas. He's always on TikTok. Let me figure out how to get to him. Oh, I think. Am I monetized on? I don't understand. I don't understand TikTok either. Some kind of monetization thing. Am I monetized on there too? I don't even know. I'm just so stupid. I'm so stupid with TikTok. I never know what's going on. Okay, let's try to get Comics Tortillas. Let me get him. All right, and I'll send him the link so he can help me out. All right, guys. All right. I sent it. So we'll see if Comics and Tortillas will come in now that I've just sent it. All right. Let's see. Let me move some of these books. Oh no, I'm removing the wrong books. Hold on. Oh crap. All right. I gotta move these books. Let me move some of these books so I can get to my I gotta move these books so I can get to my notebook that I need to make the prize sheets from, or to make the entry sheets for our drawing. Here we go. All right. Okay, so Canadian Survivalist is one, and the other is TJ, right? Canadian Survivalist. And TJ. All right, where's my scissors? Here we go. All right. And you guys, I'm going to get you guys in. You're both getting in. Is there any other members? I'll have to check and see if we got any other new members that have come in. By the way, 0 super chats. It must have been a boring show. Must have been boring tonight. I blame the questions and Chester. That's who I blame. All right. Canadian Survivalist. You're going in. And TJ. Good old TJ going in. All right. Let me double check and see. Let me double check and see if we got any other new members in tonight. All right. See if there's anybody else who's come in that I missed. I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance. Noah. Oh, that's right. Noah. Thanks. I forgot about Noah. And Noah just won the other night. So if he wins tonight, it'll be his second win. Who knows? He might be. I mean, Noah's household. I've sent quite a few books to. Let me get Noah. I got Noah G in, Foulmouth Flipper's in, Catfish is in, Sizzle's in, and TJ. And Endless. Did I get Endless in? And Endless. All right, guys, hold on. All right, so now I think we got everybody in now. As soon as I end these, we're ready to go. And no Comics and Tortillas, so that means I'm not going to have a ton of giveaways. Sorry, guys. Thank God I won't have someone talking me into giving away more than I should. He's like a drug pusher, that C&T. Okay, hold on. There we go. And Noah. Here's Noah. All right, you're going in. Okay, there we go, guys. There's the leftovers there. I think we're good to go now. I think we're good to go. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see what we got here. Not a super chat. Let's say hi to Chester. Oh, awesome. Oh, look at that. Wesley, you bought a membership. Thanks, Wesley. That's awesome, brother. By the way, Cheeky Chicken became a member. Oh, hold on. I got to get Cheeky Chicken now. Congratulations. Thank you, Cheeky Chicken. You're in. All right, Cheeky Chicken. All right. Cheeky Chicken. Thunderflash says, super chat. No, we need comics and tortillas. Shit. That's great. I love it. I love it. Fantastic. Oh, did Jose? Oh, super chat from Jose. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You guys are awesome. Gary says we're all poor from buying omnibuses. You're damn right. Yeah. I'd rather you guys buy yourself an omnibus than send me a super chat. Trust me. I am Carl says, dude, we're almost neighbors. If adjacent towns count as neighborhoods. Yeah, because Carl, you only live like what, a half an hour away from me or something, right? Wesley, let me know who the new member is so I could put them in. Let's see. Let me know who I guess I could check and see who it is, but let me know who the new member is so I can. That's cool. I love it when you guys gift member. I think that's wonderful. That is fantastic. All right, let me get let's get Cheeky Chicken in. I love it. Cheeky Chicken, you're in. All right. Fantastic. And Cheeky Chicken says, Ray, I live in Melbourne, Australia. Don't feel like sending me things. If you guys went from Australia, because when I sent Cruiser, it cost me 60 some odd bucks to send it. So if you guys went from Australia, I'll just send you like an Amazon gift card or something. If I draw somebody from Australia, I'll send you a Amazon gift card because that's cheaper for me than sending $60. $60 is insane. You know? All right. By the way, Lacanima says, I spent my money on a Black Widow epic. Like that sounds like a good buy to me, brother. That sounds like a really good buy. By the way, I am Carl says, when is CNT going to start his free giveaways instead of giving yours away? Yeah, CNT loves to give my stuff away. He loves it. What's the biggest and smallest collected editions you own? My biggest collected edition is Avengers versus X-Men is pretty big. I think Avengers versus X-Men is, man, I don't know, 1,500 pages or something. That's really big. I don't know what the smallest one is. There's some thin paperbacks. Oh, here you go. Here's this one. This one might be it. JLA New World Order. Look at how thin that is. JLA New World Order is very thin. This is Grant Morrison, Howard Porter. It looks phenomenal. Howard Porter is one of my favorite all-time artists. I love that guy. His art is so good. Let me show you one of his big splash pages if I find one here. Howard Porter's art on the old classic JLA. And look at that. Just fantastic art. Yeah, I loved his stuff. Look at the flash. Very cool. Yeah. This might be the thinnest. That might be my thinnest of collected editions. You have to give away more in C&T's. No, I'm not giving away more in his honor. If he's not here to talk me into it, but I got Tom. So maybe I'll send. Should I send one to Tom? No, I'll just have Tom. Tom, if you can hear me, I'm going to have you so I can give away. I'll give away a book to random people. I'll have Tom text me, and that way I'll know when to. I'll scroll up and down. I'll scroll up and down until we get to the point. Let's start with a member, huh? Let's do a member giveaway. What do we have? I've got to move Wakanda and my Black Panther book. We are going to start with an awesome. This is a fantastic. You guys, I cannot recommend this. I cannot recommend this more. Iron Man, World's Most Wanted, is one of the best stories I have ever read. It's so good. I think it's the highlight of the Dark Reign era of the Marvel Universe. It is so good. I'm giving this away. This is the regular trade paperback. This is the regular trade paperback, not the Modern Epic collection, but somebody's going to win this, and you're going to be very, very happy. This is volume 2 of the Fraction and La Loca run, okay? Let me give that to one of my members. This is going to go to a member, all right? Everyone, this is going to go to a member. Iron Man, going to a member. Then I'm going to do everybody in the chat room. I'll have Tom text me, and I'll give it away to everyone in the chat room. There's no comics and tortillas tonight, so nobody talking me into giving more away. Thank God. All right, and mix it up. Look at all these. I've almost run out of room. Over 60 people. All right. I'm not giving away. I like what he says. You got to give away more in his honor. Is that Matt? Yes, it is. It's Matt Fraction's Iron Man. It's fantastic. It's unbelievable, man. All right. Here we go, guys. I'm reaching in. I'm grabbing one. Going down to the bottom. Let's see who it is. Here is the winner. Endless. That's a new member. Endless is a new member. Endless. Congratulations. Brand new member. You won. Noah says, Ray, you might need a new cereal box for all of them. I know, man. I love it. I might need a new cereal box. That's a good thing though, right? All right, let's do a drawing. This will be for everyone, okay? All right. This is going to be everybody. Tom, I'm going to count it down, and then I want you to decide when to text. Now, guys, here's how it's going to work. I will hold my phone up. I will hold up my phone, and I will scroll to the top, and then I will scroll to the bottom. This is in the entire chat room. First, I got to get it ready. I have to scroll to make sure that the chat room is the program that I use. I use StreamYard to broadcast from. And StreamYard will show the very top. This is every chat that's come in during this entire stream. I'll go to the very top, and I can scroll to the very bottom. All right. Now, this is not for giveaway. This is just to show you. All right. And then I can scroll to the bottom. So I will scroll until Tom tells me to stop. And then when Tom says stop, I'll just randomly pick somebody, and like Nick Gatiss or whatever. This is not for a win, but this is how it works. Whenever he yells stop, I just pick someone, and that's how we randomly select. So I'll be scrolling down. I'll be scrolling up until Tom texts me. So if you guys watch my phone, when Tom texts me, the phone will light up. Okay. Tom, if you're ready, I'm going to start from the top, and I want to scroll down, and then I want to scroll back up, and I'll go until Tom texts me. Tom, 3 or hold. Let's decide what we're going to give away first. Let me decide what I'm giving away. All right, let's give away. Hold on. Let's give away. Hold on, Tom. Hold on, buddy. Let's give away. Hold on, I got some other. All right. I'm trying to get my previous giveaways out of the way so I can get to them. Let's give away. What do we have here? Do I want to do? I don't want to do hardcover. All right, here we go. This is. All right, we're going to give away. Oh, wow. This is really good. We're going to give away Batman, Son of the Demon. Holy crap. This is a magazine-sized hardcover, or magazine-sized trade paperback. This is the Mike Barr story. This is probably worth a lot of money on eBay. So I hope the plan isn't to sell it when you win it, because I gave away a book the other night that was worth $150. So I hope you're not going to be selling. All right, Tom. Tom, we're going to start over again, okay? Let's start over again, Tom. All right, let's start over again. All right, I'll count it down. Here's what we're giving away. Mike W. Barr's Batman, Son of the Demon. 3, 2, 1. I'm starting at the top. I'm scrolling down. I'm at the bottom. I'm scrolling back to the top. Wait till you'll see the light come on when Tom texts me, and you'll know when I have to stop. Now I just have to pay attention to when. Okay, hold on. He just texted. All right. He just texted. All right. Here we go. Tom text. Tom said, and the winner is, the winner is Wesley. Wes won again? What, didn't Wesley just win? Congratulations, Wesley. You just won, brother. Wes, this is yours, pal, right here. Wes Wiggins, this is yours. Congratulations. He says live on-air purchase. By the way, here's the people who are around him. Thunder Flash was right under him. Cheeky Chicken was right above him. Wow. Not bad. All right. Cheeky Chicken right above him. So I gave away a book to Wesley, who was just random. And I gave away Iron Man, World's Most Wanted, to a member. Is that good? Is that good? Thunder's like, no, don't rub it in my face. Sorry, Thunder's gonna get depressed again. Sorry, buddy. I shouldn't take joy. I shouldn't take joy in that. What's wrong with me? Tom, should we do another one or are we done? What do you think, Tom? Tom, should I do another member? Should I do another member or are we done? I'll ask Tom since CNT isn't here. Thank God CNT isn't here, because God, CNT doesn't stop. He'd be making me do. No, we're not doing 5 more. Not doing 5 more. Tom says, oh, guys, Tom says 1 more. Tom says 1 more. Are you guys ready? All right. Hold on. We're going to do 1 more. All right. Let's do whatever this is. What is this? Oh, shit. This is good. This is Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. This is Volume 7, Dark Stars Rising. This is a great book, guys. Holy shit. Let me show you I'll show you some of the artwork from this. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? God, this is thick too. This feels like it's at least 7 issues. Not bad. This is a member giveaway. Look at the villain in this one. Oh my God. Love it. Who's doing the art? Oh, Rafa Sandoval. This is Venditti Sandoval. Holy crap. It looks really good, man. One of my members is going to get this. Wow. Forgive me. I'm just looking through and just enjoying. Look at the artwork in this. Holy crap. This is fantastic. All right. This is going to go to a member. All right. This is Robert Venditti and Rafa Sandoval. It's a great book. All right. Let's do a drawing. You guys could thank Tom. I was ready to quit. Tom talked me into it. Jack Solo says 1 more and let it be a win for CNT. I hope it's a win for CNT because I'm not going to send him anything because all right. What are the odds of me drawing CNT? I drew him the other night and he turned it down. All right, here we go, guys. I'm wetting my fingers so I can only grab one. I'm reaching in near the bottom. All right. It's going to whoever this is. This is Jeff AWOL 23. Jeff AWOL 23. Jeff AWOL 23. You have just won Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. There you go, huh? All right, guys. Not bad. Not bad. So we're done, right, Tom? Are we done? Tom, are we done or are we doing Are we done or are we doing another chat room giveaway? I'll let Tom decide. Tom, are we going to do a random chat room giveaway or are we done? You are taking CNT's place. It's up to Tom, guys. It's up to Tom. It's up to Tom. Carl says, Tom, we're done, right? Are we done? Wesley says, come on, Tortilla Tom. No, it's up to Tom, guys. Whatever he says. Whatever Tom says. Lacanima says, Bonnie and Clyde. Gray says, 1 more. Galandossi says, let's go, Tom. Let's see what Tom says. Tom says, we are done. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. We're done. We are done. And here's what I was going to give away. Green Lantern Ganthet's Tale. This is a hard to find book. This might be worth something, huh? Green Lantern Ganthet's Tale. IP says we're done. Oh, the betrayal. Yeah, this is very cool. This is from the 90s or early 2000s. It's probably worth something on eBay. I don't know what, but yeah, this is a great book. It's a Green Lantern book. I was going to give this away. And then I also have, here's some of the other stuff I have. I was going to do JLA World Without Grown-Ups. World Without Grown-Ups is pretty cool. And I know this is worth something. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And the other one is JLA World Without Grown-Ups Volume 1. There's Volume 1 and there's Volume 2. So I was going to send both of them to somebody. By the way, Lacanima says, Tom is the angel, while C&T is the devil on the other shoulder. As always, Ray, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you, Gallandowski. I appreciate it, buddy. Wes says that's a Young Justice JLA crossover. Yes, it is. Yep, it is. It's a JLA Young Justice crossover, and it's really good. But I'll save it. I'll save it for a future episode, along with Batman White Knight. We'll be giving that away soon. I have Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. We'll be giving this away. Woo! And I have a Flash by Joshua Williamson. I'll be giving this away. This is stuff all lined up for the next stream, guys. This is all lined up for the next stream. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom, for keeping me on the correct path. I know it's a hard decision, man. I know it's a hard decision, but I thank you so much. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. ChubbyRay Comics says thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for enjoying the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed it. You guys send an email to chubbyraycomics@gmail.com if you want, and get me your address, and I'll get it sent out. All right. chubbyraycomics@gmail.com. You guys are great. I'll see you on Wednesday night. We got a stream going on Wednesday night, and I'll have tomorrow's new video is the three omnibuses that I would choose Marvel make. Members have already seen this video. Members have already seen it. Everybody else gets it tomorrow morning. It is my top 3 choices for Marvel omnibus picks. I've got my top choices for DC omnibus picks. That's going to be coming up soon. I've got the face-off, the face-off between Nightwing and Spider-Man coming out soon. I've got another great comic moment coming soon. I got a bunch of stuff. So a bunch of videos are coming out. You guys will love it. Tom says, thanks for watching Chubby Ray Live with Chubby Ray Lytle, along with sporting the channel with super chats and memberships. Join us again next time for an all-new Chubby Ray live stream. Thank you, Tom. You're the best, buddy. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. It is truly fantastic. It's truly fantastic to have this much support. You guys are all fantastic. I will see you on Wednesday's stream. So long, everybody.